I'm going to share screen right now. Give me seconds.
Okay.
And now it's time. Now do you see?
Yes.
Okay. So now just tell me the answer. If it's wrong, we'll answer again. If it's correct, we'll skip it. What is number one?
Number one is B.
So be correct. Number two.
Number two is C.
Number two, C, correct.
Three is A.
And number three, it is A. No. Number three, it must be letter D. Now let's know why. To know everything. Yeah, so if you, let's read from the beginning. Strada looked at the possibility of using proportionate. So here is Strada subject and looked at the verb. And then we have complements as we have two phrases. And we have comma. If this is part to complete, the second part must be not complete. So letter 8 is comma splice, complete, comma, complete, wrong. Because it is subject. Do you imagine it?
Mm.
Yes, so A wrong because comma splice mistake. The word being, it's redundant. If I delete that and use being, it can be, but being here, it's redundant. It's better to use the delete because we can use the apostrophe phrase directly because that is apostrophe phrase to something mentioned before. So here B, it is redundant. That is, it's the same. That is subject. That subject and is verb, so it's a complete sentence. So C, comma splice, complete, comma splice mistake. Letter D, it's correct because this is a positive phrase. As we agreed that I can use complete sentence, comma, and then info. And the info means the phrases. And this structure is already correct. Do you catch it?
Yes.
That's right. What is the next? Number 4.
Number four is B.
Number 4, B, no. Number 4, it must be letter C.
Ah.
Yes. Now let's know. It's the same trap. Follow the rules. Before semicolon and after it must be complete. So before it is complete. It's complete already because we have another series of question, subject, and then verb. But after the semicolon, it's not because we have a problem with the verb phrase. Study subject but showing needs helping verb. Some studies are showing, were showing, but here we don't have helping verb. So B is wrong. But the second part after semicolon, it is not complete sentence. Now it is the same. Letter 8 is wrong. Why? Because it's a comma splice, complete and then complete. So comma splice mistake wrong because complete, comma complete wrong. Now again, letter D, why it's wrong? Before fanboys, it's a complete correct. And the comma fanboys, complete sentence, full stop correct. But the second part has a problem. Why? Because that show it's a clause and we delete the clause to find the subject and verb. So if I delete the clause to the end, that means you don't have verb because it is only subject. That means the second part lacks verb. So it's a fragment. So fragment means wrong. So D is wrong. That's why. Catch it?
Yes.
Now what is number 5?
5 is B.
And the 5B correct. Number 6.
6B.
And the number 6 B correct.
7D.
And the 7D, that's correct. Brilliant.
8A.
And the 8A correct. Number 9.
9B.
And the number 9B and the 9B correct. Number 10.
10B.
And the 10B, that's right.
11C.
And the 11, it's letter C, right?
12B.
12B correct. Fantastic.
13C.
13C correct.
14A.
Number 14A correct.
15D.
15D correct.
16D.
And 16D wrong. 16, it must be letter C. Why? It is simple. Number 1, before comma, it's a complete sentence because you have subject writers and then try to craft a verb and then complements. So after the comma must be not complete. If it's complete, it will become a splice mistake. So it's wrong. Why? Because each one subject and is looking verb. So subject and verb and then complement. So A comma splice. Letter B, it's the same. Each one subject and should be looking. It's a verb already. There is no problem in this structure. Should be verb plus ing. It's correct. Okay, so that means subject H1 and here verb. So comma splice again. So it's wrong. It's the same for letter D. H1 subject and the next verb. So it must be wrong. But
Wait, why
letter
is it not
C.
D?
Well, because nox it's a verb and here we have subject the same. Comma splice H1 subject and the next verb. It's a present simple tense. So there is. For letter C, knocking, it's a present participle phrase. So this is part, it's a phrase. So if I say each one knocking, it's a phrase. Okay, that's what we need. We need it to be phrase, not sentence. Imagine it.
Yes.
So that's right. 17.
17D.
17D, correct.
18A.
And 18A, no. 18, it must be letter C. Why? Because it's logic. Researchers have developed a special hydrogen. They hope they can. So they hope here it's a clause. Special hydrogen, they hope. Do you catch it?
But Mr. Is this like a run-on now?
Not run on. As I told you, sometimes we can delete the relative pronoun. So a special hydrogen, which they hope can one day act. Because hoping here it does not work. And hoping, what is hoping exactly? The hydrogen. So hoping, and here hoping again how? So B, A, and B not logical because hydrogen cannot hope. Imagine if you make it letter D, you will make it compound. So you want to say researchers have developed, and researchers hope can one. So what is the object of hope? Hope what? Hope can one day act as no. So D is wrong. That's right. How about 20?
19 is D.
So 19D, no, 19 it's C. Why? It's a comma splice. If you make it delete, you will find the half subject and they had to be verb. So it's a comma splice. The first part, this part, it's a complete sentence. And we have comma here. So this part must be not complete sentence.
Yes, it has to be a phrase.
If you said half of it, subject. So subject verb, comma splice. If you said half of the money, subject and subject verb, comma splice. If you delete it, you will find the half subject, so verb, so comma splice. يبقى all of them, comma splice mistake. That's it.
So isn't half of which also a subject?
That is the point. Some or half of which, not subject. As I told you, some of which or each of which, whatever. Of which, not subject. Not subject. This is phrase, and that's what we need. Because complete, comma, phrase, full stop, correct.
Okay.
That's fine. What is the next?
20 is A.
So why it's A?
I don't know, I answered it A.
Idea. So now for number 20, you said A. It's correct.
Okay.
21.
21 is D.
21 D, correct.
D, not B. B?
Yeah, the last one is who correct.
Okay. 22 is A.
22A, correct.
23C.
23C, correct.
24B.
24B, correct.
25B.
25, yes, you did it, correct.
26B.
26B, no, 26, it's a C. Why it's a C? Because we have two complete sentences. So A, comma, splice, complete, and then complete, only comma, A wrong. If you wanted to use and for fanboys D, okay, but you should delete so, because we have and so. So double conjunction, two conjunctions for two clauses wrong. Now why C correct? Because complete, comma, fanboys, complete, full stop, correct. But why B is wrong? That is a trap. As I told you, thus conjunctive adverb, if you want to use it at the beginning of the sentence like that, you need full stop or semicolon before.
So thus cannot work as the fanboys?
Yes. So fanboys, as you know, that's not with them. That is conjunctive adverb to show cause and effect. So letter B, we have two ways to know it's wrong. Number one, there is no relationship of cause and effect between the two clauses. That just means B is wrong. Plus, the punctuation is wrong. Before, thus, we need full stop or semicolon because the conjunctive adverb at the beginning of the sentence, as you know. Right? So as I told you, let's know it like that. Complete sentence. You can use full stop or complete sentence, you can use semicolon. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So after it, if I wanted to use conjunctive adverb at the beginning, so you can use it. So conjunctive adverb. Yes or no?
Yes.
And then comma, and then complete sentence, and then full stop. That is, imagine it.
And the fanboys, like when, like for example, the word and, when do I put before it a comma and when do I not put a comma?
For fanboys?
Yes.
Yeah, as I told you, here you can use conjunctive adverb and then comma, and then complete sentence is the same because semicolon means a full stop. This structure we call it in English correct. If the conjunctive adverb at the beginning, that means you need to use semicolon or full stop before and the comma after. So we have two ways to prove why this answer is wrong.
Mm.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
That is the point.
Okay.
Now let's go to the next.
27.
You were asking a question. You said when fanboys could be deleted, right?
Yes. Or like, no, like when do I have to put a comma before fanboys? Because sometimes we don't put commas.
Right. That is, yeah, I told you, but you should revise the notes in this chapter. What's that? We agreed before that you can use complete sentence and the sentence can be one clause. So complete sentence, comma, fanboys. Remember, anyone from the fanboys. F for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, as you know. Complete sentence, this structure is correct. Yes or no?
Yes.
When I can delete this comma, if this sentence or this clause, short clause, one word or two or three maximum. So we can delete the comma. Why? Because if I delete it, it does not confuse the reader. So it's optional. It is optional to the writer to use it or not. If this sentence is short clause. But if it's not short clause like that, you must use comma. So if it's long like that, you must use comma. So we call it in English compulsory comma. You must use it.
Mm.
Another condition, we can change this comma to semicolon when if this clause has a comma or many commas.
Mm.
Because if I use the commas in the sentence and the comma before fanboys, you will confuse the reader about the commas, non-essential information or not. So to avoid confusion in reading and understanding, if we have commas before, we can change the comma to semicolon, and everything is the same, fanboys and same complete.
Mm.
Another exception, as I told you, we can delete the comma if one of these clauses not complete, fragment, for example. And the fragment, it lacks a subject, it lacks a verb, whatever.
Even the one that's after the fanboys, well, there are two clauses.
Yes, one of them, if one of them fragment, or both of them, should delete the because fanboys, it's not only used, they are not only used for the to join clauses. They can join two words like compound the subject, compound object, compound the predicate, as you know.
Mm.
So we have been uses for them. That's all.
Okay.
We can use them as preposition, as you know, for like for a while it's a preposition.
Mm.
Depends on the structure and the writer.
Yeah.
For number 27.
27 is B.
27, it's B, correct.
28 B.
28 B, correct.
29 D.
29 D, correct.
30 B.
Correct, perfect.
31 B.
31, brilliant.
32 C.
32 is wrong. It must be letter D. As I told you, always check the rules before complete and after complete. So it's comma splice. Here the same subject verb comma splice. So B, A and B comma splice because already this one complete and this one complete. Why C is wrong? This is a point. Why? Because here as he mentioned in this part, as it conducted the assessment. So as here, subordinating conjunction. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we have clause after and clause before. So this is one clause. And that is first clause. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that is, now we need to check it subject conducted assessment. And then he said it was published. What was published? The assessment. So if you said it's a publication, you describe the assessment as publication. But how? And what does it refers to? Does not refer to anything. Plus, we cannot say the assessment is a publication, but we can say published. Imagine.
Can we put
Then
a word between two commas?
we can use it because it's not on one word. Here, no essential information, delete. So you will read it like that, published in a report which is made available to the public. So it's not one word, but it's a past participle phrase. Imagine. That's why if I describe the assessment as its publication in a report, it's not clear. And you describe the assessment as publication. Do you feel it? That's why.
Okay.
So here, letter C, it is Frank. That's it. So published in a report, past participle phrase. And the past participle phrase again made available. As I told you, imagine the past participle phrase like which is published, which is made. Just want to know it. That's why. So letter D it is correct. Number 33.
It's B.
33, it's B, correct.
34 is D.
34, it's letter D, correct.
35 is C.
35, C, correct.
36 is A.
36, A, correct.
37 is A.
37, wrong. Must be letter D. Let's know why. Follow the rules. Is before semicolon complete? Yes. The women document a diverse range of subjects. Right? But after the semicolon, this part, it's a fragment. How did you know fragment? Delete the phrases, delete the clauses, delete the non-essential, it checks the rest. Now I delete this phrase. Now, is this part sentence or fragment?
It's a
Fragment. There is no subject. Focusing verb. And if focusing verb, there is no subject. If it's subject, there is no verb. So by all means, this part is fragment. So after the semicolon must be sentence, not fragment. So B is wrong. That's it. Now again, if you would like to use while in the middle between two clauses, as I told you, complete sentence, subordinating conjunction, complete sentence, full stop, correct. But here, other focusing, it's not sentence, use while. So after while, not sentence, so it's wrong. Here the same again. After while, it's not sentence, so C is wrong. Do you imagine? We have another way to prove why C is wrong. What's it? If you wanted to use while at the beginning, so you need two clauses. As I told you, subordinated conjunction needs the two clauses joined by comma. Full stop. And that is correct structure. So after while, do we have two clauses? It's only one clause and it's not sentence. So C again is wrong. Now we need to know why D is correct. Why D is correct? As I told you, we can use complete sentence comma and then any phrase or phrases and then comma to stop and then correct. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now is before complete? Yes.
Yes.
After phrase? Yes. What is after phrase? Present participle phrase focusing on look. That's it. Yes or no, my dear friend?
Yes. But Mr. Didn't you say if there is a comma before the in here, for example, after subjects, there's a comma. Didn't you say that we have to use a semicolon because it already has a comma, like one of the clauses?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't understand you. What is the comma you mean? Which one?
After subjects, in the first line.
In answer A?
In question 37, yes, in the first line, after subjects, there's a comma. And you said that if there's a comma between the two clauses, you have to put a semicolon to not confuse the reader by having like two commas.
All right, but here this is comma. It's followed after the sentence. This is a sentence. Women subject document verb. Document here it's a verb, not only noun. Imagine this is a subject, this is a verb. Then we have comma and then phrase.
But don't you have to use a semicolon and then continue? No.
If you wanted to use semicolon, we need two complete sentences. Before, remember, as I told you, we have semicolon, complete sentence, semicolon, complete sentence, that is correct. If it is not, so it's wrong. So your job is to check. Is after semicolon complete? After semicolon be complete? No.
No.
If I take it from the beginning, from some to the end, is it complete? Wrong. That's why there is no semicolon here. So I always follow the rules of the punctuation. I have semicolon, so it's before complete and after complete. If it's yes, it's correct. If it's not, so it's not.
Mm.
That's why. So we follow the standard rules of writing. If anything against that, wrong. As I told you, standard in the test accepted. Non-standard is wrong. Non-standard means any writing has any mistake. As you know, every language, vulgar language, colloquial language, slang language, we don't care about all of these. We care only about the standard academic writing as we study.
Yes.
That's why. So your test does not support the non-standard. That's why any answer has non-standard structure, wrong. As I told you before, if we find this expression ain't like that, wrong. If I said it is apostrophe, wrong. All of these called the non-standard. You see, like that, we have should. We will study this chapter, inshallah, later. Of, and then past participle, wrong. Because it must be should have, must have, could have, might have. So all of these, we call it in English wrong structure. That's it. So it's wrong.
Mm.
So it's called non-standard. So we'll start inshallah later. Or maybe today. Come on. What is 38?
38 is C.
So 38 is C. No. 38, it's letter D.
Uh,
Why?
Why?
Follow the rules. Follow the rules. Such choral music remains, so subject, verb, and then complement. And then we have comma. So this part must be not sentence. Yes or no?
Yes.
Using being here, it is redundant. We can delete it. So A wrong. Grammatically, general in English correct, but academic writing says keep it short and simple. Don't repeat what is already understood. So delete any unnecessary repetitive words, or we can exclude it. Now again, why B is wrong here? Try.
I don't know.
He said here demonstrating this. Demonstrating here, it's a present participle phrase. So it's correct, but we have problem with this pronoun. This, what does this refer to? You said demonstrating this, and what is this exactly? Imagine. So we have ambiguous, unclear pronoun. We don't know what does it refer to exactly.
So
But
if I
it's a
see
phrase.
this in the choices, it's just wrong.
Not because it's wrong, because sometimes we don't know what is this. What does it refer to? To the popularity of the music or the music itself, or what's exactly?
Mm.
So use B is wrong. Let's see it's a comma splice. This subject and is demonstrated verb. Complete, complete wrong. So C is wrong. So letter D. Why D correct? So he said it as demonstrated. Demonstrated, it's a phrase. So letter D like that. Complete sentence. Comma, phrase, full stop. Correct.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay.
That is what I need from you to know. Now, do you have any problem in the meaning? No, I said as that demonstrated by. If this action is demonstrated, explained by this person's, meaning the performance is at. So it's a phrase. What is phrase? Past the participle phrase, demonstrate. That's it. Now, number 39.
39 is B.
So B correct.
40 is C.
And the 40 C correct.
41 is B.
41 B wrong. 41 C. We need to follow the rules. Indeed, conjunctive adverb. And I told you, if you want to use a conjunctive adverb at the beginning of the sentence, because this is the beginning of the second sentence, so you need before it full stop or semicolon. Here we don't have. So B is wrong. That's it. Now again, if you wanted to use A with here, it's wrong because comma splice. Complete, comma complete. This is complete. Verb, subject, and the verb subject. So two complete clauses joined by only comma, wrong. If I delete it, it's the same mistake of comma splice. Complete, complete. So D is wrong. Why C correct? Fanboys. Complete, comma, fanboys, complete, full stop correct. Check the grammar, structure, and the content meaning. Is the grammar correct? Complete clause joined by comma? Yes. Something else. Feel it? What's something else? The meaning. The second sentence adds information. So content and structure correct. So C, it is correct. Okay. 40.
42 is B.
Correct.
43 is B.
Letter B, correct.
44 is D.
44D, wrong. Second one B. Why? The same trouble again. I told you read the notes in the chapter. Some of which not subject. Some of them subject, comma splice. Here, comma splice. Comma splice because we have two complete clauses. This is the first clause. And this is the second clause. Do you imagine or not?
Yes.
So joined by only comma, wrong.
Mm.
So comma splice wrong. Some of which, or the expression of which, not subject.
What was the subject?
So I have complete sentence and then comma. This part must be not sentence. If you make it delete, you will delete the word pass. So we will find the closest subject and was verb. So it's complete again. Comma splice. So letter B is correct.
Hmm.
That's it.
And that was because I didn't revise this.
You didn't revise more and more. You spend a lot of enjoyment in your feast and you left me alone. Should you study hard, Dr. Light?
So,
Not, you can do it again. Number 45, it must be letter D.
yes, 45 is
Our conjunction mistake. Two conjunctions for only two clauses. This is wrong. So delete here. So letter D is correct. So I mean by this one is to make it delete. So D is correct. Yes.
yes.
Now save your records and wait for a new link and take your breath.